Mm. I am popping on here as a spontaneous live video, and looks like strange. And I'm popping on here as a spontaneous live video because I'm all set up, because I'm celebrating over the last 10 weeks. A few women, and I went through a course to consciously choose our path, utilizing tools of feminine power principles and Qigong. And these women just went through a transformational journey to activate the seeds of potentialities with them, to deepen into their heart's desires, and then to drop into their center, into always knowing to come home to themselves. And then from there, to start to unlock and dismantle all these old limiting beliefs about who they are and what they're capable of, and coming up with new stories that are true, deeper, wider truths of who they are. And then connecting to this infinite field of quantum reality and this gorgeous life force energy, activating all their lines of perception and their senses and their clairsenses and their personalities and their personal, transpersonal realities and their superpowers. It was so much fun. We bent time. We went into the past, present, and future. We practiced Qigong practices, practicing transformational movements of the butterfly, of the hummingbird. So gorgeous. And then we went into the next realm where we started to unlock our relationships and have deeper, more real relationships with other people, realizing that our relationships with others are the portal through which we manifest. And then from there, we went into a way of being the light, like letting the light come into us and then radiating light, turning the dimmer switch way up for the fullness of our true radiance to expand. And then not just to expand our full radiance, but then to mirror and reflect the beauty of the other women in our life. And then make a commitment to create a culture where it's safe for women to show up in their full brilliance. And then making a commitment to next time you see a powerful woman to, instead of being threatened by her, befriend her and then mirror and reflect her brilliance. And then from there, we made the commitment to upholding and benefiting and empowering and supporting other people, being a change maker in the world. And then from there, we stepped into our future self of who we're becoming. So gorgeous to watch these women go through this transformation and claim their power. And some of the things may seem really simple, but you're already seeing that the simple things are not easy. And those simple things require practice, and they require devotion to return to again and again. And then you can also see some of them already made major shifts in their life, like letting go of old jobs that don't serve them. Other people created products. They just had the idea and now they created products and they're about to launch them. Other people are working in their relationships and seeing improvement in their marriage. So I just came back from that, just finished, just went off, and it's the new moon. We had our closing circle, we danced it out, and I thought, I'm going to come on here and share the reflections of the brilliance of what sisterhood looks like when we're in a container where we are in an agreement to listen and to receive each other and to share and to support each other, and to reflect what it feels like to be the facilitator of holding this space, with each person and seeing their brilliance and seeing them come alive. They already came in with so much power. They already came in with so much power, but they just came in with more. They left with more. And with more power and more ease and grace and clarity about their next steps. And so I'm just coming on here reflecting and saying thank you and shining my light to be an example of what we're working on in our journey and mirroring beautiful people that have reflected their light to me. And so on this beautiful new moon in Aries, it's the perfect time for us. We completed our circle. So we went and now we're going to the ending of it, right? And it's a new moon in Aries, so it means there's an ending, but there is about to be massive growth. And so I'm just celebrating the completion, the crossing of a threshold, and the leaping into and soaring into the destiny, and celebrating how beautiful transformation work is and how powerful it is, even when it's uncomfortable. Especially when it's uncomfortable, because when it's uncomfortable, that means you're in the right spot. That means you're in the right place for the alchemy to happen. So going to those places of discomfort and turning a lot of love and compassion and empathy and grace to those places, and then merging with those places and receiving those places, then you become whole and integrated. And so I'm just saying thank you and popping on here and sharing my reflections from that. So I hope to see you soon. Maybe you'll be in the next transformational container to consciously choose your path. Maybe. All right, my loves. I'll see you soon. Enjoy this beautiful new moon in the spring. What are you about to launch into? What do you feel like, that sense of completion? What threshold do you feel like you're crossing, and what are you leaping into? That's my question for you. Leave it in the comments and we'll talk about it. Okay, bye-bye.